right, boys and girls, it's time for STaR, so stand up wherever you are. Let's do our two little hands. Two little hands go clap, clap, clap. Two little feet go tap, tap, tap. One little body turns round and round. One little body sits right down. All right, so yesterday we read this story. The title of the story is My Supermarket Safari. So that's the title of the book. The author is Rebecca Slavin. So she wrote the words. And the illustrator is Wanda Jackson. She made the pictures. So yesterday when we read our story, we heard the word aisle used a lot when we read this, right? So supermarkets have many rows of food and other things that they sell. People walk down the aisles that are between the rows when they have to shop. What do you look for when you walk down the aisles in the supermarket? Yeah, you're looking for specific items to buy, different foods, right? At the end of the story, the girl gets to have 2 cookies because her father says that she's a famous writer because her writing is posted in the hallway at her school where lots and lots of people can read it. So, do you guys know anyone who's famous? I met someone famous once, a long time ago, but I don't really know anybody famous anymore. So, today when I read our story, My Supermarket Safari, I want you to act out some of the things that the girl does when she's shopping with her dad, okay? So, for instance, when I get to the page where she's using her binoculars, you make sure you're using your binoculars to search, okay? All right, let's read our story. Every Thursday, I go to the grocery store with my dad. I like to help him with the shopping for our family, but it's also a great adventure for me. So the grocery store is huge. It's like a forest or a jungle where you could get lost forever. But I've made up some tricks to help me find my way. The foods in each aisle are all together. One aisle has nothing but cereal. Another has tea and coffee. Another has pet supplies, and so on. All you have to do is learn how everything is sorted, and then it's easy to find what you need. So see our girl here in the picture? She's using her binoculars. Show me your binoculars. Great job. My dad asks me to find some things on his list, and I use my super tracking skills to track it down. If he says eggs, I look in the aisle with the milk, cheese, and yogurt, and there they are. If he says canned peas, I look for the aisle with all the canned veggies. Sometimes I have to try 2 or 3 aisles before I find the right one, but I almost always find what I want. One of my favorite parts of the store is the produce section. That's where they have fresh fruits and vegetables. I like to see the smooth purple eggplants, the broccoli that looks like little trees, the bright green limes, the red, green, and yellow peppers, and the brown, hairy coconuts. We always buy apples and oranges, but there are also so many kinds that it's hard to know if I'm picking the right kinds. Bananas are easier because there's only one kind. You just have to get them when they are not too green and not turning brown. So have you ever felt the fruits and vegetables in the supermarket? When you pick them up, do you ever rub your hands over them to feel how smooth, or if it was like hairy? That'd be kind of neat. They feel different. After I find something, I have to find my dad again. If I can't find him, I have to look down all the aisles. Sometimes he hides on purpose, so it's like we're playing hide and seek. I really like to go to the deli. Mr. Salvatore slices whatever you want. Salami, cheese, ham, or even roast beef. He takes a big hunk of chicken, beef, or ham and slices it as thick or as thin as you want, so you can make sandwiches at home. He also has salads, soups, and broiled chickens. When he sees me, he always says how fast I'm growing and gives me a slice of something to help me grow faster. Well, thank you, Mr. Salvatore. That's good. When I grow up, I'd love to have a job in a deli, just like Mr. Salvatore. Did you pretend to eat a slice of meat and cheese? One day, a funny thing happened at the store. My dad and I were shopping and hiding around the corner from each other and laughing. Then I saw her right in the middle of the dried prunes. It was Miss Lopez, the principal of my school. Luckily, she didn't see us. I went to my dad and I whispered to him that we have to calm down because we didn't want to get in trouble with Mrs. Lopez. Can you whisper that like I did? Right? We have to calm down so we don't get in trouble with Miss Lopez. He whispered because he didn't want her to hear. My dad and I put on our very serious faces and went to say hello to Ms. Lopez. Actually, she was really nice. I think she was nicer in the grocery store than she is in school. My dad shook hands with her and she told him what a good student I was and how she loved to see my writings posted in the hall. I was so proud. My dad was too, but I sure am glad Ms. Lopez didn't see us when we were goofing off. At the end of our shopping trip, my dad and I go to the bakery. We get bread and rolls, and then my dad lets me pick out a cookie. I always pick a green cookie in the shape of a leaf with sprinkles on top and chocolate on the bottom. There's a lot of cookies to choose from. Which one would you choose? The green one? The brown one? The pink one? Pick out your cookie. Leaf cookies are kind of an odd idea, but trust me, they're delicious. On the day we met Miss Lopez, my dad let me pick 2 cookies for my famous writer, he said, with a smile. Finally, at the checkout line, we put all of our groceries on the belt. The checkout lady is named Sandy. She always says, "How you doing, hun?" She weighs our grapes, apples, oranges, and even my cookies and puts in special codes for each item. Finally, she tells us how much we have to pay. I'm always amazed. Sometimes it's more than $100, but I guess that's what it takes to feed a whole family for a week. We push our cart out of the store. You got your cart? All right, make sure you're pushing it out. We load all of our groceries into the trunk. Today's adventure is over, but next week we'll have another one. So which part of our book was your favorite part? Why do you like that part? There's lots of different sections in the grocery store, huh? Sometimes we might have a favorite place in the grocery store to visit. All right, I hope you enjoyed our book, guys, and I'll see you in a minute for Math Moments.